How's it going, everyone? It's Johnny Beard here with another episode of the Streamer Stories podcast. My guest today is the absolutely brilliant Survivish. Here she is. Hello.
Hello, so nice to meet you all.
Yay. Oh, thanks so much for being here. I'm so happy that we get to have a chat like this.
No, thank you for inviting me. It's my pleasure.
Yay. No, I'm such a fan of Survivish streams. I love your streams. They're so lovely. Um, but we'll talk about that later on.
Okay.
But do you want to introduce yourself to everyone who doesn't know who Survivish is?
Oh well, basically, I am Survivish. I'm Italian. I've been living in Japan for 6 years, and well, I love horror games, especially Resident Evil. And I started Twitch because I wanted to be myself again, without pretending anything. I wanted my little place for being myself, and it's been an amazing journey.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. I love your streams, but as I said, we'll talk about that later on. But we want to learn more about Survivors growing up. So growing up in Italy, and you've been in Japan for 6 years.
Yeah, yeah,
So
basically.
we can maybe talk about that possibly later on. But so back in Italy, back when you were a
Mhm.
child, what was video games like then, and what were your first like memories of playing games?
So basically, I don't remember my real first video game because they were a thing already. I just remember that the first time I touched a Game Boy, I was amazed.
Oh yes,
And then I would try to always play at my friend's house with the PlayStation 1, Crash Bandicoot and stuff like that.
yes.
And I didn't get my own console until I was 11 or something like that. So yes,
Oh wow. Okay,
always
so
loved the games.
brilliant. What games did you do? You remember what games you played on the Game Boy?
On the Game Boy, I don't remember. I was so little. Oh my God. But then I got my own Game Boy Color before the PlayStation. And I got Pokemon, but my parents didn't buy me a lot of games. I remember having only three games: a snowboard game, Pokemon Yellow, and Wario World,
Oh,
which
lovely.
was like no one knew about those games.
Oh, Wario
So
World was
yeah.
great. Do you remember what
Yeah.
number it was? I love the
Oh no,
Wario
I
games.
don't
No,
remember.
that's okay. That's okay.
I think
I
it was the first one, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, but no, Wario games were so good. They were so different to the Mario games.
Yeah,
Because
totally different.
you couldn't kill Wario at all. He only like lost
Yeah,
coins, I think, if he got hurt or something. Um,
yeah, there was something like that. I remember the music, most of everything.
yeah.
I loved the music.
I, I've been thinking of streaming a Wario game at some point in the future, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh, really? That
Yeah,
would be so amazing to
they're
watch.
so
I can't wait
underrated.
for it.
Not enough people play the Wario games.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know about Wario, but I like it a lot.
Yeah, I prefer the Wario games to the Mario games personally, but that's me.
Oh, really?
Not many people would say that.
I got Wario only because they didn't have any Super Mario left. So my mother got me a Wario World. And it
Oh,
was just like, what is this? And then I grew up to like it a
yeah.
lot, actually.
Actually, if you don't mind me asking, it's quite interesting speaking to an Italian about Mario because obviously he's an Italian plumber in
Oh,
the games.
that
What is it
yeah.
like over there in Italy about what do the Italians think of Mario? Did you not like him?
A lot of people really love to play it.
Yeah.
I don't really like the whole Mario thing because it's kind of a stereotype of Italian people.
Yeah, yeah, I was
So every
thinking that.
time, especially when I came to Japan, every time I would say, "Hey, I'm Italian," they would tell me "Mamma mia" or something
Oh,
like that, like
yeah.
Super Mario, and I was just like, it's different."
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
imagine. I
but
can
yeah,
imagine. Yeah, so
it's a
it's a
super cool game, though.
yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, and you on Pokemon then? So Pokemon Yellow. So on that, you could catch a Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander, if I'm not mistaken. Did you have a
Yeah.
favorite?
I'm just a plain Pikachu lover.
Yeah.
I just wanted to have Pikachu by my side, and I also love the Pidgeot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was always using Pidgeot because I loved. I had a lot of animals since when I was a kid,
Oh,
and I
lovely.
had parrots and stuff, so I was into birds a lot.
Oh,
I know it
Oh,
sounds strange. Please don't
no.
take this out of context. Oh my god. Clips.
No,
They
no.
make me strange.
No, we won't be editing this, so don't worry. But
Yeah.
so did you watch the Pokemon anime growing up at all?
I watched only a little bit. Honestly, I love the Digimon
Yeah.
a lot more. But yes, I watched a lot of things, but I wasn't really that into anime until I was like in my early teens,
Hmm.
like 15-year old. Then yes, but yes, I wasn't that, Pokemon super like fan. It was just a thing that everybody liked, and we're just like, yeah, it's cute.
Yeah. No,
But
Pikachu.
Digimons, oh my god, Digimons were super cool.
Yeah. Well, they can evolve like so many times, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. But what I loved about Digimon is that they had a relationship with their owner. They were just like, they had feelings, they could talk to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very corny, I know.
No, not at all. Not at all. So then PlayStation One. You played Crash Bandicoot. How did you?
Only Crash Bandicoot because I never owned myself a PlayStation 1. But I remember that every time I would go, there was a doctor office that had a PlayStation 1 with Crash Bandicoot.
What?
And every time I would go there,
That's so cool. We need to have doctors with PlayStations here.
yeah, I know, right? That was amazing. I remember a lot of kids were just happy to stay there to play video games together.
Yeah.
But yes,
Oh no, I'm
I
unwell. We need to go to doctors. Let's go to the doctors.
exactly. And we were just like, yeah, let's go. That's
That's
pretty smart, by the way.
yeah, yeah. That's crazy, man. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So you said you had your first console at 11 or 12. What was that console you had then?
Was PlayStation 2, my
Hmm.
lovely, lovely PlayStation 2. I screamed so much. I think it was my best Christmas ever. I still can remember that day
Yeah.
very clearly.
What do you remember about
Yeah.
Christmas Day when you got
I
your
remember
PlayStation
that
2?
the day I spent the whole evening trying to look for presents because my parents weren't at home.
Oh.
So just like looking for presents, being a little bit snitchy. And then I got to see The Nightmare Before Christmas on TV for the first time.
Oh.
And that made it great too. And then I got the PlayStation 2 and I was like amazed. It was amazing. The only sad thing was that it was with a F1 game
Oh.
that my father picked for me. I mean, I love car games since when I was a kid. I used to play car games and always win and stuff like that. But yes, but yeah, always racing and that's it. Not that, not nothing compared to Crash Bandicoot. I mean.
Mm.
So yes, I had to wait a little bit to, get my savings, buy the games that I liked. And yeah,
Mm.
my favorite games were Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Catwoman,
Oh
which
wow.
no one knows.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't hear about a Catwoman game before. That's cool.
Oh my god. So everybody hated the movie with Halle Berry,
Oh okay, yeah.
but I was a kid. I didn't know anything about storytelling and good movie production. And I was just amazed to see a superhero that was a woman,
Yeah.
and she was like an independent woman with courage and stuff, and I just felt completely inspired. And the day I went to watch the movie, I there was the GameStop shop right next to the movie theater, and there it was, the super big poster of Catwoman
Mm.
with the game. And I was just like, oh my god, I want it so bad. And my parents bought it for me. And the GameStop staff told me, do you want the poster? And I was just like, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
And I got the biggest poster ever with Halle Berry. Super sexy. I think it lasted for years in my
Yeah.
room. I loved it. Yeah.
Amazing. Wow, that's amazing. But yeah, that's awesome. I mean, have you seen the new Batman? Because again, we've got a
Oh
new.
yes, I went the other day. I was super, super, oh my god, excited because, a Catwoman a real Catwoman after, that movie, and I was so excited. It was a very good portrayal of Catwoman and Batman
Mm,
relationship. So, yeah, I really loved it. And the
amazing.
soundtracks, oh my God, amazing.
Yeah, awesome. I've not seen it yet, but I've heard some good stuff about it. I need to see it.
Oh, it's super good. You
Yeah.
should watch it. It's also super long, so you might
Yes.
need to eat something maybe in
Yeah.
the middle.
Have a mid film break, mid movie break. Um,
Yeah.
um, oh, I was good backtracking then. Buffy game was that? I think it was called. Was it called like Chaos Bleeds or something like that? I think it's
Yeah,
called.
Cast Please. Oh my God, I was never able to finish that game,
Hmm.
but I loved it anyway. I played the things that I was able to do like so many times. It was the only spooky games that my mother bought for me when I was like 12 or something, because I wasn't allowed to play a lot of, violent games and stuff.
Hmm.
So yeah, I basically managed to convince my mother because I was so into Buffy. It was my favorite TV show ever, and it
Yeah.
still is. And yeah, so happy I was able to get the game. Oh my God,
Oh, I love
it was
Buffy
so
as well.
different.
What was your favorite season of Buffy?
Whoa, that's a difficult question. That's a difficult question. Wow, I never thought about the season, but I think the season where Spike and Buffy start to date.
Yeah. Oh, that's like
Because I was
season
such a
6, I
Spike
think, isn't it?
lover.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it's also the darkest season of Buffy.
Yeah.
And I think it's also the dead body. I don't remember
Isn't it?
sorry, my husband. I don't remember the title of the episode, but where the Buffy's mom dies.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It was pretty dark, pretty real. And I don't know, just Buffy's storytelling, again, a female character, a strong female character that
Yeah.
inspired me. So yeah, really into these kind of things.
Oh, Buffy was great for that as well. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Amazing. Um. So, any other PlayStation 2 memories? What other games did you play as time went on?
Of basically, God of War.
Yeah.
God of War. Oh my God, God of War and Castlevania. I can't remember the title for the one for PlayStation 2, but it was a 3D game. A lot of people know Castlevania for the 2D games for like Nintendo, Wii, or I don't know. I don't know which consoles. I don't know anything about Nintendo because I never owned anything but a Nintendo DS. But yeah, I played Castlevania a lot. It
Yeah.
was amazing. I loved the vibe. It was super gothic.
Hmm.
A lot of RPG. I usually hate RPGs, but that game was amazing.
Yeah. What one did was
Yeah.
it? Was it Symphony of the Night or was it one of the others?
Oh, I should Google it. I still can't remember that. Oh my God.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you
Let
on the
me
spot.
see.
No,
Yes,
you don't need to
I'm
worry.
terrible with names, especially when I started studying Japanese.
Hmm.
I feel like my CPU went all there. I don't know why.
Oh.
But yes.
So was
I don't
there?
think I will find it enough. I'm not quick with one.
Ah, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. So when it comes to growing up, is there any like favorite memories you have of playing like games with family or friends? Um,
I was a very lonely kid. Um, Sorry,
no,
sad
that's
story.
okay. It's okay.
But yes, I am an only child. I didn't have a lot of friends. Got bullied a lot at school, and my parents were kind of older than other parents. So yes, they never touched any games. They allowed me to play games, so thank you. But yes, I was always playing alone.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
Oh,
they were
girl.
basically my only friends. My only
Yeah.
friends were animals and video games, basically.
Yeah. So what
So
animals did
yeah,
you have, if you don't mind me asking?
I had uh, parrots, fishes. I had a little, how do you say it? Oh my God, a little chicken. Do you say chicken? Well, Sorry. But yes, I had a lot, and then I had a turtle, and then my mother and my father didn't want me to get any, big animals like dogs or cats. I was always in love with cats. I always wanted a cat, but then we found a dog on the street, on the road,
Oh,
and we
right.
picked him. It
Yeah.
was the most lovely dog ever. I miss him so much. So yeah, it was like a little brother to me.
Oh, oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Okay, so after the PlayStation 2, where did you go from the PlayStation 2? Did you have a
So
PC?
basically, oh no, the PC came up later. I always had a Mac, by the way. Oh my God. So the first video games I've ever played actually were on my Mac, Macintosh.
Yeah.
When no one knew about it. Like,
Yes.
they were just like, what is this thing? You know? And then I had like very children-like games that taught you how to do things and stuff like that. Then it got Age of Empires.
Okay, yes.
Age of Empires was the coolest game I could have had on Mac, and that was it. And then I got my PlayStation 3, and yeah, Assassin's Creed 2. Oh my God,
Yes.
that was amazing.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you love Assassin's Creed as well?
Yeah, I loved the second one. I don't
Okay.
know why then I got bored of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, Black Flag was amazing. I'm
Black Flag.
sorry.
No?
Black Flag is a masterpiece.
Yes. Excellent.
Just didn't have the time to finish it.
No, no, that's fine. I mean, if you had to choose one game
One,
as your favorite game ever made, do you know what that would be and
I
why?
think it's Resident Evil 5.
Resident Evil 5. Wow.
Is
Okay.
it? Only because you know that I was very lonely as a kid. I was never able to play a lot of games with other people.
Mhm.
And then me and my now husband, we were looking for some games to play together, and he told me about Resident Evil 5, and I never played any Resident Evil at all.
Right.
And we were able to play the whole game together. And it's just like, is it even possible to play a whole game together like this without the internet, And it's just like, I loved it.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing. So what was your favorite memories of playing Resident Evil 5 with your husband? What was the favorite part?
Whoa. I remember that when I wasn't still allowed to stay over at his house, we started playing the game at his house, and we basically were about to finish the game, and without even realizing it was like 5 a.m.
Ah, right. Yes.
So we were just like, oopsie.
Oh,
But we
wow.
weren't even doing anything bad. We just played games all night.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
What did you do then? Did you stay awake anyway, or did you have a lie in?
We stayed awake anyway, and then I went back to my place. We went back to my place,
Yeah.
like bicycle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
That's
After
it.
an all nighter, you went on a bike ride. Wow.
Well, it's how you get home in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when you're like, oh, I've got no energy, but I must do this.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
super
amazing.
nice.
Okay, so let's talk about Resident Evil then, because I know you've done a lot of Resident Evil streaming.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
I remember you playing Resident Evil 1 remake, and you didn't quite connect with that one, did you?
It's the controls. I
Yeah.
get overwhelmed by the camera angles. I am struggling right now with heavy rain because of the same
Oh
reason.
no,
But
yes, it's gonna be a similar set, isn't it? Similar set of controls.
yeah, but yes, that's the only reason I stopped to play the game. Also because, yeah, you know that I was running in circle, and it was so embarrassing. I was just like, okay, it's over.
That's okay. So you played the more recent titles, and haven't you? You played? Did you play Resident Evil 8 as
Yes,
well? I can't remember.
yes, I
Yeah.
did. I did. It was the game I was playing when I got my affiliate
Ah,
on
lovely.
Halloween. I remember that stream was like super cool. I did a cosplay of the daughters
Oh,
of the lady
amazing.
toad. And yeah, and I was on my streaming from my PlayStation with like a super bad camera and stuff, but it was super fun.
Yeah. Oh wow, I missed that. That must have been wonderful. So, So talk us through then the games, the Resident Evil games. What ones did you play? Which ones did you enjoy more than the others? Which ones were your favourites apart from Resident Evil 5?
My favorite Resident Evil to stream was the 4.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4. Yes, because I don't know. I was so clumsy. I would always kill Ashley.
Yeah.
And even though it was so frustrating, it was also so like interesting to continue with the game and kill everybody. I love the gameplay of the game.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
I remember you
Yeah.
playing Resident Evil 4. That was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of
I've
fun too.
I've done a few clips for you for that. I remember now.
Yeah, thank you so much for the clips.
It's like no.
Yeah, oh my God, so frustrating.
I'm sure your husband was like, "Oh no,
Yeah, it was just like that.
are you okay?"
Yeah, it would jump on his chair because I was just like,
Oh, that's
but yeah.
great. That's great. So, is there any games that you played that were bad? Any games that you didn't like playing?
I didn't like Dark Souls.
No.
I actually hate Dark Souls. I never said anything like this for any game, but I play video games because I want to feel powerful and I want to be able to do stuff that I cannot do in real life.
Hmm.
Like, I don't even have a good health. I have a rare disease. And so I cannot do a lot of stuff. My dream was to have my own, motorbike and, drive all around, but I don't think it will never be possible. So yeah, I like to do whatever I cannot do in real life in video games. And Dark Souls makes me feel miserable, as miserable as if in real life. It's just like, nope,
Oh,
let's not do this.
I'm similar. I'm not a fan of Dark Souls. I
Oh,
might
really?
no. I find it far too difficult. I can't play it.
I love the visuals.
Oh yeah.
I actually bought it because I love gothic stuff. I
Hmm.
used to be very goth, much more gothic than I am now. But yes, that's why I wanted to try it at least because it looked amazing. Amazing music, amazing graphics, and oh my God, the gothic feel in that
Mm.
game is amazing. But the gameplay, oh my God,
Yeah, yeah. I'm the same.
they are sadists.
That just it's not. It's, yeah, I'm the same. I remember the same feeling as well when I then played Bloodborne because it was the same people who made Bloodborne that made Dark Souls, and because again, Bloodborne is very
Oh yeah,
gothic. Because
yeah,
I
yeah,
also
yeah.
love gothic culture as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I thought, oh, I've heard that Bloodborne is easier than Dark Souls. Oh, I'll play Bloodborne, and it was still so hard. And I was like, no, I want to
You
love this
cannot even
game.
pause the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to love it, and I can't because it's so hard.
Yeah, super hard. It is not an accessible game at all. That's why I don't like it.
I'm sure there's people watching this on YouTube going, oh, these two, they can,
This should,
they need to get
just
good.
like, but yes, look at The Last of Us Part 2. It's the most accessible game ever. I'm into accessibility because I'm disabled myself, but yeah, that game, you can even play that game if you're legally blind.
Wow,
That's
yeah,
freaking crazy,
that is
right?
amazing, isn't it? I never knew that.
And yeah,
That's incredible.
yeah, it's incredible. It is the most accessible game in history.
Wow.
And I don't like that game only because of that. It's like the storytelling, the grief, everything, PTSD, and I think The Last of Us Part 2 might be my favorite game ever.
Yeah.
Like ever.
Yeah. Oh, you said Resident Evil 5 before. Oh, what's it going to be?
Yeah, but it's, fun to play
Yeah.
and sorry.
No, no.
I always,
Last of
yeah,
Us 2 it is
I,
then.
yeah, that's the problem.
That's amazing. Okay, so can you talk through you've got a rare condition, if you don't mind me asking. I know you talk about it on stream as well, don't you? So yeah, talk us through
Oh,
that
my
if you don't mind.
condition?
Yeah.
I have a lot of stuff going
Oh.
on. Basically, I have EDS, which is a genetic disease and it's pretty rare and makes my all of my connective tissue is unstable. So I dislocate all of my joints very easily. I get a lot of other conditions because it's the best description is that my foundation is not good. So a house with a bad foundation.
Yeah.
And so a lot of things going on.
Yeah. Oh, bless you.
Osteoporosis, autism, a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I am actually grateful because everything that is not cancer, I'm just like, yay.
Yeah.
My mother passed away with cancer, and my father has multiple sclerosis. So yes, I am kind of like, I still move. I can move. It's not a neurological disease. I've seen worse, so I can see the positives.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I'm just built like that.
No, I remember a few weeks ago you mentioned that you might maybe do a charity stream to raise
I
funds.
want so much to do a charity stream, and
Yeah.
when I told you that I wanted to do podcast, I
Yes.
wanted to do podcast about my condition.
Yeah.
Uh, it's a thing that I always wanted to do. May is the EDS Awareness Day. And basically, yeah, I wanted to do something, but I have no idea how to do a charity stream. So it might take some time.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I've done a few. If you ever wanted some tips or advice, I'm always here for you.
that
But
would be amazing.
yeah, but then
Thank you
maybe
so
you're
much.
quite close to. I know this is March and this is going to come out probably around May, so it's going to be quite good timing
Yeah,
actually if that happens. But you're quite close to 1,000 followers now.
yeah,
Maybe it could be the
it's
1,000 followers
crazy.
stream. Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I I I don't know what it's gonna be, but yeah, it will be amazing. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Sounds so
Hmm.
exciting. Hopefully, but yeah, only if you want to do it, of course. But
Oh yeah, I want to do it so much. It was like one of the things I wanted to do most when I started streaming was also be an activist for sharing awareness about my condition because I had to diagnose myself.
okay. Oh,
Basically, I spent all of my life going from hospital to hospital for different reasons, and they would tell me that I was just like faking it,
right.
and then yes, it wasn't true, or that I was depressed because they would look at my parents, and I already had a sick father, you know what I mean? And they were just like, no, no, it's only your head. You're just faking it. And then I don't know, I just read about EDS one day at home like 3 years ago. I don't remember anymore, but it was just like, that's me. I spent all my life dislocating my freaking knee and
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
popping it back on my own because the doctor didn't believe me when I was a kid and I went to the hospital.
Oh man, that's tragic, isn't it? But no.
But yes, that's why I want to share awareness so much
Yeah.
because there are a lot of people that don't get diagnosed and it's not that rare. Like hypermobile, my type, hypermobile EDS is very common, but it's very difficult to get diagnosed. It takes at least 13 years. Oh my God, I'm going totally activist mode
Yes,
here.
that's fine. No, this is your episode. You can
Yeah.
say what you want. So no,
But
let's raise
yes,
awareness for it for sure.
yeah. So
Definitely.
yes, that's one of my
Well,
goals. What are you doing? Okay, my cat is doing strange things.
that's okay. Um, okay. So what are you playing right now? What games are you playing right now?
I'm playing Heavy Rain. I just
Yes.
finished God of War, and I don't know what I will be playing next. It's always very difficult to choose games because I'm very picky.
Yeah. How are you finding
Yeah.
Heavy Rain at the moment?
I got suggested to play Heavy Rain,
Yeah.
and I didn't know because every time they suggest me stuff, it doesn't click for me, but it clicked. I love it. I love the story.
Yeah.
I love the darkness, the very dark atmosphere of the game.
Yeah. Oh, if you like Heavy Rain, definitely look at Detroit Become Human if you like
Oh,
that.
Detroit! I am a mode for a streamer who played the Detroit and did everything of
Yes.
Detroit, and it's like, okay, I'm not gonna do that because I know it
Oh,
already.
I see. Yeah, it's the same. It's the
Way
same
too
person
well.
who created it.
Yeah.
And the other one in the series was Beyond Two Souls. Um,
Oh yeah, Beyond Two Souls.
yeah.
Actually, I bought the package,
Yes.
so I think I got a. I didn't know if it was a DLC or like a real game.
Mm.
But if it's a real
It's a
game, I'm
real
gonna
game.
play that for sure.
Yes, it's a real game. It's a real game. Funny story
Yeah.
about Detroit Become Human and Beyond Two Souls. Sorry, Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls, the double pack.
Oh,
I got that as a birthday present. I got it
really?
in a second hand shop in one of those,
Second hand.
and my friend got me a happy birthday, and I was like, hey, I've got those two games, I'll play them, and I didn't play them for a few months, and then a few months later, I was like, I'll play that Heavy Rain game. So I opened up the game. It
Oh.
only had Heavy Rain. There was no Detroit
Oh
Become Human.
no, that's too
And I was like,
bad.
"What's this?
Why?
What's this?" So
Did you go back to the shop?
well, it was a
Oh
few
my
months
god.
afterwards, and it was my friend that bought it. So I'd have to go through him for him to go and look probably for a
Oh.
receipt or whatever. And it was too late. It
Oh
was
yeah,
months
for
after.
something.
So next year he then got me Beyond Two Souls.
Oh,
The
so
year
next year
after, yeah. So I got to
you
play
had
both.
to wait.
Yeah.
Wow, it's so good. Did you like them?
Yes, yes. I love all three of those games. My favorite is Detroit.
Wow.
Um,
Oh, well, Detroit looks stunning. Oh my god.
yeah, definitely. It is incredible. Oh, they're all great. But yeah, Detroit's my favorite of the three. But yeah, definitely play Beyond then if you haven't.
I, yeah,
If you like Heavy Rain. Uh,
I will. I will for sure.
so
Once I get used to the commands, oh my god.
do you play any games offline or do you only play online? What do you do now?
I play a lot of game. I play a lot of Resident Evil offline.
Yes.
Like every time we're bored with my husband, we're just like Resident Evil 3, 4, 5, 6. But now, yes, now we're on the middle of a very big change in our lives, so we don't have a lot of time for gaming together, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That
kind of sad.
that is sad. No. So if you were stuck on a remote island,
Oh,
and you could only choose 3 games to play for the rest of your life, what would they be and why? And you can play online if you want. You can play DLC or whatever. You can. It's up to you, but you can only
oh,
have 3 games for the rest of your life. What would they be?
Last of Us, 2 for sure. But then I have to choose only 3, so I don't think it's a good idea to choose both of them. And then maybe Resident Evil 5 and Catwoman.
Yeah, excellent.
Catwoman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's brilliant. So and great as well because you can still play Resident Evil 5 online with your husband, who's not on the island.
Oh, it's not on the island. Oh my god.
No, you're on your own on this island.
That's
Sorry, husband.
bye bye.
But you can still play online with him. You can just
Ah
connect to
yes,
him, play online.
we will play online.
Yes. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. So do you do like trophies, achievements? Do you do anything like that?
Oh my god, I forgot completely. There's this game called Gravity Rush, I
Okay.
think. It's in English, it should be Gravity Rush because in Japan it has a different title. And I freaking loved that game. And I played it until I got platinum. And it was the only game I played to get platinum
Yeah.
in my life. I liked it so much.
So what's Gravity
But
Rush
yes.
about? What's it about? I've never heard of that.
Oh, well, it's a girl with superpowers and she gets her superpowers from a black cat.
Oh, that's amazing.
So she's always with a black cat.
Yeah.
And she's flying, she's beating monsters, and she has to get a lot of stuff. And, it's very kind of sci fi too. So yeah, she's beating all these aliens. You have to do different missions, and oh, it was pretty good. But I don't know if I will like it now, 10 years later.
Yeah.
Love the game design. I love everything about the game. But now that I played The Last of Us,
Mm.
everything is it ruined me. Like the storytelling is so good that now I want cinema like
Yeah, yeah.
good storytelling for a game. I want to feel something when I play a
Yeah,
game now.
of course. No, it's funny how games do that, isn't it? Like there's
Yeah.
that thing of like, there's sometimes you just see a game coming out that just changes everything. Like everything
Yeah.
else that's happened before, it's like, wow, this is like a moment in history rather than just being a game, isn't it?
Yeah, I never played. I only played The Last of Us 1 and 2 for the first time last year.
Hmm.
And I bought them together because I was just like, we are getting vaccinated together, we will have a lot of free time, I'm gonna buy these games and we're gonna play this. So we were just like, with the arm reaching and playing The Last of Us.
So you got vaccinated. Last of Us is about like a viral outbreak, isn't it? So you got vaccinated, and then
Yeah,
you
I didn't even think about it. I was just like, zombie like survival game, let's go.
yeah, that's amazing.
Yes.
Oh, love it, love
Uh,
it. So otherwise, you don't really do like trophies, achievements. You just play a game casually, apart from that one game.
I don't want competition to ruin
Yeah.
the experience. I used to play League of Legends when I had a Windows back in my high school days.
Mm-hmm.
And you see me that I'm always smiling and I'm always having a great time, but that game ruined. Oh my god. I was raging. It was bad for my
Yeah.
I would play hours and hours. I would just go back from school, eat my lunch as fast as I can
Oh no.
to play League of Legends mostly.
And
Oh, but it was crazy. It was crazy. So I stopped.
yeah,
Thank God I stopped.
yeah. Well, that's funny, isn't it? Because again, so many people play games for so many different reasons, isn't there? You know,
Yeah, that's so true.
some people love the competition. Some people love to feel
Oh,
like
I
superheroes,
can
like
see that.
yourself. Or
Yeah.
some people love a good story, or feel like they want it to be realistic as possible.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. No, I love retro games because of nostalgia. So it makes me feel,
Oh,
you know,
nostalgia. Yeah.
give me great memories of the past at times. So
I
yes,
I totally feel what you're saying because I would do anything to have a PlayStation 2 right now and get my favorite games and stream them right now.
yeah, stream them on an actual PlayStation 2.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would be so cool.
I love it when I see
Mm.
streamers play on the hardware. They play on the original hardware. It's so cool. I wish I could do it.
Yeah, it must be so difficult. Oh my God.
I
I
mean,
cannot imagine how many cables does it take to do that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I emulate some of the older games now because it's just easier. So I usually own the physical copy, and then I emulate it because it's easier. So that
All
way, it's
right.
not, technically
I
not
can
it's
see.
not illegal if you own the original game. So
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, so if you own like
Oh,
the original game and then you're emulating that one game, you technically it's not against the law
oh,
to do that because you own it. You're just using a secondary version of it. So
wow.
yeah,
It's the first time ever I heard that.
yeah.
That's so interesting.
I mean, so many people
Oh,
emulate games now as well. I don't think the emulator
yeah.
police are going to do anything. But you never know. You never know. So I
Oh,
don't
you
want to
never
recommend
know.
people do
They're
it.
so free.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So your username is Survivish. So
Oh,
how
yes.
did you come up with
Yes.
Survivish?
Basically, I wanted to. I never. I don't think I told anybody, but I wanted to start streaming back in 2013, 14.
Okay. Yeah.
I was never a viewer on Twitch. I was just like, I had this idea. I want to stream. I just want to do something. Like, I didn't know if it was YouTube or something, but I wanted something like that. And I was very into, manga, anime, music, video games. So I wanted to do something that could mix everything together, but I never knew what it was. I tried Twitch the first time with another username,
Okay.
and I streamed only no mic, no mic, nothing. I was just like, playing Mad Max just like that for 2 times, and that was it.
Yeah.
Because then I decided to move to Japan, and then I didn't have any time to actually, have a TV. Like I didn't have a TV until 3 years ago or something like that.
Oh wow.
And but yes, basically time went by. I forgot about that, and then I realized that me and my boyfriend were like only playing video games for hours and hours and hours, and I was just like, we should stream.
Yeah.
And then I made Survivish. The account is not new because I made Survivish 1 year ago. But he never wanted to start streaming, and I thought we would stream together. Then I gave up.
Okay.
And then I was just like, fuck it, I will do it myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here I am.
Excellent. So where did the name come from? Where did Survivish come from?
Basically, I was watching a lot of Gilmore Girls,
Okay.
and I realized that a lot of people in English say like ish, that ish, and I loved that. And I die a lot in games, so it's just like survive ish because I die
Got
a
you.
lot.
Yeah. I love it. No, that's
That's how,
great.
yeah,
Oh, amazing.
yeah.
So yeah, I was so what was the moment where you thought maybe I should stream? So I know you kind of mentioned it. So 2012, 2013 it
Yes,
started.
basically it was September, at the end of September, yeah. So it's just like, I don't know, I wanted to play video games, and I was on my own. I usually always played video games only with my now husband, and I was just like, if I'm going to play alone, maybe I should just stream. And I did it because I had a very old USB mic, and I connected it to my PlayStation, and that's how I did my real first stream.
Yeah.
And I got my real first follower, who still shows up from time to time.
Yeah.
And he was always there. He was like, thank you so much, Sahil. He's from India. Thank you so much.
Oh,
You kept me going.
yeah. Yeah. I've got a similar streamer from day one as well. I've got one streamer friend that yeah, I've been
Oh,
streaming for nearly 5 years, and yeah, there's that one person. They don't come all the time, but they're like, yay! Whenever I see them, they're like, yeah, they're number one. So
yeah.
that's great. And I love one thing I love about Twitch is that the first like 10 people who subscribe to your affiliate get that first icon, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
And
The founder badge. Yeah.
yes, I love that. I think
I
it's such a
didn't
cool
even know
idea.
what it was.
Yeah, I didn't for ages. I didn't know what it was.
Oh,
It's so cool. I love that because you can't take that off them, and you
yeah.
can't give it away. It's there because they were a
It's
founder.
history.
It's history, exactly. You can't change history, so it's cool. Yeah, I
Yeah,
love that.
exactly.
So you mentioned your first stream. So technically, I suppose you've had two first streams, because you had your first stream, and then you had your Survivish stream. So tell us about the memories of those streams and what was it like?
Oh, yes. I had the game in Japanese, and I was freaking out because I couldn't put it in English, and I was just like, I'm so sorry, it's in Japanese. But the guy Sahil, it was just like, I'm into anime. I'm okay if it's in Japanese. It's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But yes, I was very awkward, but I used my first 2, 3 weeks. I didn't care if I didn't have any people. Actually, I loved having nobody because I used it as a chance to get used to speaking in English by myself, the awkwardness, and getting used to this streaming thing. So it was kind of a starting phase for me.
yeah,
And then, yes, I watched a lot of tutorials on YouTube, got more onto Twitch as a viewer, and then, that's how it happened, basically.
that's amazing. So what were you playing? She mentioned Mad
The
Max,
Last of
but
Us Part 2.
The Last of Us
I
Part
just
2 was
wanted
the
to.
gotcha.
I wanted. I was sick. I played the first time The Last of Us Part 2, and then I couldn't stop playing it. I would just replay it and replay it.
Oh, it's amazing.
Because basically I've had a lot of things. I'm going dark again. I'm sorry,
That's okay.
but my mom died in 2018, and I was never able to get past my grief. And then I lost my aunt this summer too. And now I have only my father and my grandma left. So I've been dealing with grief a lot, and I wasn't able to talk with anybody. And playing The Last of Us Part 2 was so cathartic for me because I didn't feel alone. I could feel like, especially Ellie's scene when she goes to Joel's house and she smells his clothes, and that feeling.
Yeah.
It's so real.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
yes,
No, that's absolutely understandable. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So what I was going to talk about was you speak amazing English. Can I just say? And if I'm not mistaken, is it your third language? Really, isn't it?
Yes,
So your first
yes.
language is Italian.
So basically, my first language is Italian. Then I studied English, but studying English at school in Italy is bullshit. And so, since when I was a kid, I would listen to English songs and love English. English language was so cool for me, and I wanted to do music too with English lyrics. So that's how I started. I actually trying to study English, trying to write my own lyrics in English. It was horrible. I swear it was horrible. But yes, that's how I would read the dictionary in English because, we still didn't have Google Translate and all things. So
Yes.
I would have the dictionary right next to my bed, and every night I would try to write a song.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it is. It's amazing nowadays how much the internet can help people
Yeah,
who don't
now,
speak
oh my
English.
God.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, so where did Japan come from, if you don't mind me asking as well? So because
Oh,
you moved
basically,
6 years ago. Yeah.
yeah, my cousin is half Taiwanese.
Okay.
And I've always loved her. I thought she was the most beautiful creature I've ever seen in my life. I was just like, oh my God. You don't see a lot of multicultural people, especially where I lived, because I'm from the countryside. And she was this beautiful Asian girl and with the biggest smile, and I just loved her so much. And then I watched Mulan
Ah, okay.
at the
Yeah.
movie theater. And I was just like, I need to learn how to use chopsticks. And I tried to learn how to use chopsticks by myself, and I made it by myself with nobody teaching me.
That's
I was
amazing.
just obsessed with Asian culture since when I was a kid. And then I got into anime, and I didn't have a lot of, self confidence in learning a lot of languages because I wasn't still as good in English. I was still like in the learning process, but I was just like, I was watching so many animes in the original language with subtitles, English subtitles, by the
Yeah.
way. And I was just like, one day I had a dream in Japanese, completely in Japanese, and I didn't even started studying Japanese. I was just like, maybe I can do it, and that's how I started.
That's
Yeah,
incredible. So
I
what?
started. Mhm.
Sorry, it's about what led to the move to Japan then? So where did that come
So
in?
basically, I couldn't find any place to actively study Japanese. In my hometown countryside, there was only a very small course with a mother tongue teacher. She was amazing. But yeah, it was like only 2 hours per week, and I knew from my English experience because I used to go to England for 2 weeks and do a studying holiday thing. And that was the thing that made my English better because I experienced in real life
Yeah.
how to deal with it. And I don't know, I found out how my brain can learn languages.
Yeah.
So I know it's difficult to explain, but but yes, I'm just like I need to go there and learn Japanese
Yeah,
there. That's the only way. I don't
absolutely.
trust it. I don't trust Italian teachers to teach me Japanese. I just like so yeah. I always wanted to be a vocalist of a band in Japan. I wanted music. It was my dream from since when I was 13 or something, and yes, that's basically it. I wanted to make music, both in English, Japanese, and sing and experience other cultures and
Yes,
learn new things,
that's
stuff
amazing.
like that.
It's what you mentioned there. This is going into IRL stuff here, but I don't mind mentioning it because I don't think I've ever told you this. But in my previous IRL job, I used to
Ooh.
be responsible for looking after volunteers, and we used to get Italian students come to our
Ooh.
workplace to study English, but also to experience what work like work experience as well. And we had them for like
Yeah.
4 weeks. So I spoke to a lot of Italian students. They were probably around 17, 18, 19 years old. And they used to help us out and stuff like that. So I think it's probably a similar placement like you just described there when you went to England. I mean, I'm in Wales,
Oh,
but it's the UK, so it's
yeah.
technically the same country. So I'd imagine the program you went on is probably similar to what I used to help out with in the UK, if that makes sense.
Oh, I went to colleges. We were in colleges, so
Oh,
we will
okay.
stay at the college and we will have volunteers and teachers and have like classes
Hmm.
during the morning and then, trips in the evening,
Yeah.
stuff like that. It was amazing. I
Yeah.
just felt like in a Harry Potter movie.
No, we used to have Italian students come to our charities. We used to have like a charity shop and other stuff. So
Oh,
we had one particular student who was really good at computers and who was very very good at English. So she used to actually answer some of the phone calls as well. But some of them used to go in the shops. Some used to help the charity donations and stuff like that.
oh,
And
so
then yeah, they used to
good.
then spend time in the charity shop. But then they'd go like on weekends. They'd go to like Manchester or Liverpool or
Ah, I see,
London.
weekend trips. Yeah, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
fascinating, isn't
I
it?
wish I could have done some charity work. Oh my God, what was
Yeah.
I doing?
So, well, no, in the end, I think because again, I think you're only a little bit older than the students that I was studying with. Maybe it's led to then helping charity shops now. I don't know
Oh,
because you
that's
said you went
so
to university and
good.
colleges, so yeah, it's really
Yeah.
fascinating. Sorry, probably going on a bit of a tangent there,
Oh no, you don't
but
have to apologize at
I
all.
thought you just mentioning it made me think. I thought, hang on a minute, I used to help Italian students as well. So yeah,
Oh, you remembered.
yeah. So I thought I'd mention it to you. Um, what are your favorite? What are your favorite? But going back to streaming then. So what are your favorite streaming memories? So you mentioned Resident Evil 4, but is there any other streaming memories that you can think of?
Memories. It was my Christmas boyfriend reveal stream. I loved it.
Yes, I
Um,
missed that one.
it was the longest stream I've ever done today.
Yeah, how long was it?
It was 8 hours.
8 hours. Yes. Oh,
It's very difficult, especially when I came back to stream. I have, because of my health issues, my voice is always, fading very easily. So if I lose my mojo, I lose my voice very easily. So yeah, 8 hours. Oh my God, you cannot imagine. I couldn't even speak when we finished streaming. I was just like, but I had to. It's super fun. I had the best time ever. I it was crazy. I
yeah,
loved it. And when I got affiliate, oh my God,
yeah.
it was totally out of nowhere.
No, I mean, what I love about, I think you're fascinating, Survivish. I think you're amazing. What I love seeing your growth. Like I remember, I think I was when I first started following you. I think you had about 250, 300 followers, and now you've got
Oh
like
yeah,
over
probably yes.
800. You've rapidly grown your channel. Um,
Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck is happening?
yeah, it's been wonderful to see it, and people really like you. People really resonate with you. I think you're so sweet, and I think that's what people love about your streams, if you don't mind me saying.
Oh.
And I think you're living a lot of people's dreams, Survivish, if you don't mind me saying, where you've lived in the countryside, but we've got a lot of people who live in isolated places, and then they love
Yeah.
Japanese culture, and then you're
Yeah.
living that dream. You're going to Japan, and you're
Wow, yeah.
in the culture, and you're part of it now. It's amazing to see.
I'm breathing it. I'm
Yes.
breathing Japan. But yes. Uh, well, it is a dream that came true, but also the real life
Yeah.
got in the way, and I was almost thinking of leaving. Really, I was so broken, but a lot of things that happened. Again, dark stuff, but yes, I couldn't go back to say goodbye to my mother because of
Yeah.
my visa status. So yes, and that's how I lost a big part that made me so passionate about Japan.
Yeah.
But yes, I am trying to get it back,
Yes.
little by little, trying to see positives.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just try to be myself, and that's basically it. The Japanese was breaking me because you have to behave in some ways, and I'm so respectful of other cultures that I I erased my own culture. That's how it made me feel so miserable because I couldn't be the Italian me anymore. I couldn't be as, logical, wanted to talk about stuff, talking deep about stuff, politics, life stuff like, grief, big topics. I love talking about big topics, and my parents were teachers. They taught me to, live like that, believing in my morals stuff. And I don't feel like I can do it in Japan. That's how I wanted to find a place like Twitch to be me, to do what I want to do, to don't worry about anything else,
Yeah.
basically.
So we
Yeah.
talk about the podcast idea. Do you think that's something that you can do with that? Maybe talk about different topics.
I would love to do it. I will have so many ideas. Grief, living with a chronic disease, a lot of stuff, like even fun stuff, like, you don't need to be super deep all of the time. As
No.
I always say, my streams, we can laugh and cry together.
Definitely.
But we don't have to, erase the bad stuff only because, fake positivity is over there.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So, what advice would you give to anyone thinking about streaming? What
Oh,
tips and
uh,
tricks?
don't get depressed if you don't have any viewers. Use it as a chance to better yourself. And that's how I did. And then, join other community and make friends and watch a lot of other streams, see how it works, decide which language you want to use. I don't know anything about the other Italian streamers, by
No,
the way.
I definitely
I
don't know
never
any.
watched an Italian stream.
I definitely don't know any Italian Japanese streamers. That's for sure. But yeah,
Yeah, that's a first, probably. I don't know.
yeah.
But yes.
No, it's great.
Yeah, do what you want. Be yourself. My biggest advice is never stop being yourself.
Yeah. No,
You don't have to build a character just to, those marketing strategies that I always hated. It makes me sick. I don't know. Yes, it's totally fine if you want to do that because you want to have your privacy and stuff, or you just enjoy acting like someone else. It's totally fine, but only because of marketing. I don't know. There are these kind of strategies, right?
Definitely.
I don't like that. I like to be genuine. I like to, don't hide anything.
That's right. No, and we love you for it. Honestly, I think you're wonderful. I've said it lots of times, but I do it genuinely. Love your streams. I love your atmosphere. You got such a cozy feel to your streams.
Oh,
You know,
thank you.
until you get angry and rage. But other than that,
Yes, the Italian me comes out.
yes. Oh, Well, that's probably about it. That's all my
Oh yeah.
questions. It's been an hour, would you believe? That's gone very quick. But
Wow. Super quick.
thank you so much for being
No,
here.
thank
It's been
you.
such a fun chat. One more time, do you want to plug your socials and tell us where we can find Survivish?
Oh, well, you can find me on Twitch, Survivish. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram, Survivish, but with the double H.
There we go,
Oh,
Survivish.
that's basically
That's
it.
amazing. Thank you so much again. It's been such a lovely chat.
Oh, thank you. It was a pleasure and I had so much fun.
All right, that's it for another episode, guys. I'm going to say goodbye now. Take care. Bye bye.